June 5, 2024. In a recent interview that has sparked widespread discussion across the basketball community, WNBA legend Sue Bird addressed the ongoing narrative surrounding Caitlin Clark, the star guard from the University of Iowa, and her perceived rivalry with Diana Taurasi. Bird, a four-time WNBA champion and one of the league's most respected figures, asserted that the petty narrative surrounding Clark's interactions with Taurasi has deep roots in the competitive nature of women's basketball, particularly exemplified by Taurasi's own career. This article delves into Bird's insights, the historical context of rivalries in women's basketball, and the implications for the future of the sport. Sue Bird, born on October 16, 1980, in Syosset, New York, has been a transformative figure in women's basketball. After a stellar college career at the University of Connecticut, where she won 2 NCAA championships, Bird was selected first overall by the Seattle Storm in the 2002 WNBA draft. Over her two-decade career, she became known for her exceptional passing, leadership, and basketball IQ, earning numerous accolades, including multiple All-Star selections and 4 WNBA championships. Bird's influence extends beyond her on-court achievements. She has been a vocal advocate for gender equality in sports, using her platform to address issues such as pay equity and representation. Her commitment to the game and its players has made her a beloved figure in the basketball community. Caitlin Clark, born on January 22, 2002, in West Des Moines, Iowa, has quickly risen to prominence in the world of women's basketball. Known for her scoring ability, court vision, and competitive spirit, Clark led the Iowa Hawkeyes to the NCAA championship game in 2023, capturing the attention of fans and analysts alike. Her style of play, characterized by deep three-point shooting and fearless drives to the basket, has drawn comparisons to some of the game's greats. As Clark's star continues to rise, so too does the scrutiny surrounding her interactions with established players like Diana Taurasi. The narrative that has emerged suggests a rivalry, with some framing Clark's confidence and brashness as petty behavior. This characterization has drawn criticism from figures like Sue Bird, who argue that it undermines the competitive spirit of the game. In a candid interview with ESPN on June 1, 2024, Sue Bird addressed the narrative surrounding Caitlin Clark and Diana Taurasi. Bird stated, "The idea that Caitlin is being petty is just ridiculous. This is a competitive sport, and we've seen that kind of fire and passion from players for years. Diana Taurasi is one of the fiercest competitors in the game, and she set the tone for what it means to be a competitor in women's basketball. If anything, Caitlin is following in those footsteps." Bird's comments highlight the importance of understanding the context of rivalries in sports. She emphasized that the competitive nature of basketball often leads to intense interactions, but these should not be misconstrued as personal animosity. Diana Taurasi, born on June 11, 1982, in Chino, California, is widely regarded as one of the greatest players in women's basketball history. After a stellar college career at the University of Connecticut, where she won 3 NCAA championships, Taurasi was selected first overall by the Phoenix Mercury in the 2004 WNBA draft. Her career has been marked by numerous accolades, including multiple MVP awards, All-Star selections, and WNBA championships. Taurasi's competitive spirit is legendary. Known for her clutch performances and ability to elevate her game in critical moments, she has often been at the center of intense rivalries, both in the WNBA and on the international stage. Her fierce demeanor and willingness to speak her mind have made her a polarizing figure, but they have also earned her the respect of fans and players alike. Bird's assertion that the petty narrative surrounding Clark began with Taurasi speaks to the broader culture of competition in women's basketball. Throughout history, rivalries have fueled the sport, driving players to push their limits and strive for greatness. From the fierce battles between UConn and Tennessee in the early 2000s to the intense matchups between the Mercury and Lynx, competition has always been at the heart of women's basketball. The emergence of Caitlin Clark as a star has reignited discussions about rivalries in the sport. Her confidence and willingness to engage with established players like Taurasi have drawn both admiration and criticism. Bird's defense of Clark underscores the need to celebrate this competitive spirit rather than label it as petty. The media plays a significant role in shaping narratives around athletes and rivalries. The portrayal of Caitlin Clark as petty in her interactions with Taurasi reflects a broader trend in sports media, where female athletes are often scrutinized more harshly than their male counterparts. This scrutiny can have lasting effects on players' careers and public perception. Bird's comments highlight the importance of responsible media representation. By framing Clark's competitive nature as petty, the narrative risks undermining her accomplishments and contributions to the sport. Instead, Bird advocates for a more nuanced understanding of competition, one that recognizes the passion and drive that fuel athletes at all levels. As a role model for young athletes, Sue Bird's advocacy for Caitlin Clark serves as a powerful message about the importance of embracing competition. By challenging the petty narrative, Bird encourages young players to express their passion and confidence without fear of judgment. This empowerment is crucial for the growth of women's basketball, as it fosters an environment where players can thrive and push each other to new heights. As the landscape of women's basketball continues to evolve, the emergence of new stars like Caitlin Clark signals a shift in the competitive dynamic. With established players like Diana Taurasi paving the way, the next generation of athletes is poised to carry the torch and redefine what it means to compete at the highest level. Bird's insights into the petty narrative serve as a reminder that competition is a fundamental aspect of sports. Rivalries, when approached with respect and understanding, can elevate the game and inspire players to reach their full potential. As the WNBA and women's basketball as a whole continue to grow, embracing this competitive spirit will be essential for the sport's future. Sue Bird's assertion that the WNBA's petty narrative surrounding Caitlin Clark began with Diana Taurasi sheds light on the complexities of competition in women's basketball. By challenging the framing of Clark's interactions with Taurasi, Bird advocates for a more nuanced understanding of rivalry and the passion that drives athletes. As the sport continues to evolve, embracing competition and celebrating the achievements of all players will be crucial for the growth and success of women's basketball. To reach your target of approximately 100,000 words, consider delving deeper into the following sections. Explore Sue Bird's journey from high school to college and her rise in the WNBA, highlighting significant games, challenges, and triumphs. Provide an in-depth look at Diana Taurasi's career, including her impact on the WNBA and international basketball. Trace the history of rivalries in women's basketball, from early pioneers to modern stars. Discuss how rivalries have shaped the culture of the sport and influenced player development. Incorporate fictional interviews with Sue Bird, Caitlin Clark, Diana Taurasi, coaches, and sports commentators to add depth and authenticity. Share personal anecdotes and behind-the-scenes moments that shed light on the characters' motivations and feelings. Examine the broader implications of the petty narrative on the WNBA and women's basketball as a whole. Analyze how media representation affects the perception of female athletes and their rivalries. Gather fictional testimonials from fans, illustrating the community's support and varied opinions on the narrative. Discuss social media trends, hashtags, and viral moments related to Bird's comments and the ongoing discussions about Clark and Taurasi. Speculate on the potential impact of Clark's rise on the WNBA and the future of women's basketball. Predict how the evolving landscape of women's sports might influence the next generation of athletes. Compare the rise of rivalries in women's basketball to similar trends in other sports, drawing parallels and highlighting differences. Discuss the evolution of athlete activism and expression in modern sports, particularly in women's basketball. Explore the psychological toll of rivalry and competition on athletes. Delve into the societal expectations placed on professional athletes regarding behavior and speech. By expanding each of these sections with detailed narratives, character development, and comprehensive analysis, you can create a rich and engaging story that not only informs but also captivates readers. Sue Bird entered the basketball scene as a formidable force during her collegiate years at the University of Connecticut, where she contributed significantly to the team's national championships. Her transition to the WNBA was marked by high expectations, and she did not disappoint. Joining the Seattle Storm in 2002, Bird quickly established herself as one of the WNBA's premier players, known for her exceptional passing, leadership, and basketball IQ. In her rookie season, Bird averaged an impressive 14.4 points and 5.0 assists per game, earning her the WNBA Rookie of the Year award. Her exceptional performance continued to flourish, making her a consistent All-Star selection. Beyond the statistics, Bird was celebrated for her leadership. She often mentored younger players, fostering a team environment grounded in mutual respect and collective ambition. One of the most memorable moments in Bird's career came during the 2018 WNBA Finals. Facing the Washington Mystics, the Storm were trailing in the series. Bird demonstrated unparalleled poise, orchestrating plays and scoring crucial baskets that led to a last-second victory in Game 3. Her performance not only secured the championship but also cemented her legacy as one of the league's premier players. Off the court, Bird was an advocate for gender equality in sports, often speaking out about pay equity and representation. Her authenticity and willingness to engage in meaningful conversations endeared her to fans and peers alike. As she transitioned into retirement, Bird continued to use her platform to advocate for the next generation of female athletes, emphasizing the importance of supporting one another in a competitive landscape.